Welcome back, everyone. Today we will be explaining the last activity in order for you to get your certificate. Remember, we are working with a platform called Classroom. This is a class code in case you don't have it yet, but if you are watching us through Zoom, remember that the link is available in there. The last activity would be this one that has been published today called Day 4. It says image detection. Remember, this is the extension for the Python notebook. Here we have the instructions, which says you have to run each cell step by step. Then you have to upload your test image. And at the end, you have to update the image path. The next step would be to run the production cell again, interpret the result, and then we have a challenge for you in the medical context. So if you are detecting medical conditions instead of dogs, you can use your own images to see what happens if you have a different kind of result, and think of it that this prediction can also be made with different conditions, such as, for example, tumor detection or pneumonia detection, as we saw with the last lecturers. And the last step would be to upload your work. The kind of image you have to upload at the end would be an image like this, where if you upload the image of a dog, the pre-trained model will detect a dog or not detect a dog. Once you find the activity for today, you will open it. This is the activity you have to open. Yesterday, we saw how to open it in Google Collaboratory. You have to as well download this file that says with 100, that includes over 100 pictures of dogs and cats that will train your model. Once you open it, we will have something like this. In case you have problems with your activity, remember you can send us an email to this email account. Here we have the instructions that say, in this notebook, we will build and train a deep learning model to classify images as either containing a dog or no. Using a small dataset of 100 images, we will learn how to pre-process images, apply transformations, and train convolutional neural networks to recognize patterns in images. This is very similar to what we saw with the lecturers, in where they used this kind of trained models to detect if there was tumors or different patterns in images. After training your model, we will test the model on new images and interpret the results, including the prediction and confidence score. First, we open our notebook and we will save it. We will save a copy to Drive. And here, we will save a copy in Drive. We have already saved ours, that's why we are not going to save it. Then we will run each cell. To run each cell, remember, you just have to click in the play button. First of all, we have to import all the libraries that will be used in our exercise. Then, after this one has been done, it takes about a minute or so. we have to upload the file which is downloaded, which is this one with 100 zip. You don't have to decompress yourself the file. It will automatically decompress. Here it's where the magic happens. It decompresses the file automatically. Then once you run this cell, here you will have an option that says choose file, and there it's where you will upload the file that says with 100. Once it's already uploaded, we will train our model. In this step, we train the model using the images previously loaded from the zip folder, which contains 100 images, including examples of dogs and cats. This initial training allows the model to learn to identify patterns and features from both categories before making predictions. This cell will take a little while to run completely. It can take from 5 minutes to 10 minutes, so be patient. That's why we are not going to run it right now. We expect you to do it yourself. Here we have all the steps that are being trained. You don't have to move anything in here. First happens the device configuration, then the custom dataset for classification, then the classification model based on pre-trained ResNet. This is where it's reading all the images of the dataset that we have. After, you don't have to move anything in this. It's already training the model in order for it to have the final prediction. And this is what we will have at the end. It will give us the final metrics such as the accuracy, the precision, and the recall. It automatically loads the data set. You don't have to change the name of anything. That's why it already has its own name, and it's already labeled like that, and it will do everything by itself. Here is where the model is being trained after reading all the images. Once you run this cell, that, remember, it may take a while, so just don't get desperate with it. After that, we will have 2 different graphs. One is for the loss during training, and the other one is for accuracy during training. You don't have to upload any of these graphs. And here we can see that it indicates that the training is completed. And now we have the next part, which is the image prediction. And in this step, we test the trained model by analyzing a single image. Using the patterns learned from the training set, which was the cell before this one, or training set of pictures of dogs and cats, the model will predict whether the image contains a dog and provide the confidence score for its decision. So it will tell us how sure it is of making the decision, of telling you that exactly that image is a dog. Here we have our code. Remember, you don't have to move anything in here. It uses the trained model that we just did before. Here, it's where you need to upload your picture. And in case your image has a different name, remember to write the specific path for your image, because if you don't write the same name, it won't read your image, and it will give you an error. Okay, here it's where the prediction is being made. And at the end, you will have, if you upload any picture, you will have this kind of result. For example, here we uploaded a picture of a dog, and it just says that we have a dog detected, and it has a 99.6% of confidence that this is a dog. And remember that there could be errors in this kind of predictions, but still, at the end, it should have a very high confidence on the type of image you're uploading. This would be everything. Remember, this is the kind of image that you need to upload in order for you to get your activity for today completed. And remember that if you have any doubts, you can contact us through email, or today's WhatsApp communication channel for day 4 has already been uploaded. So if you have any questions, remember you have to go directly to the communication channel that says day 4 to resolve your doubts in English, or if you prefer to answer them in Spanish, you can also talk to us through the group that says Día Cuatro. Here we have, remember all the instructions in Spanish. This is our email, unam.tubs@gmail.com. No, at gmail.com. And here is the link to the communication channels. Remember, you have to access the group that for the specific day of the activity, so you can have a more precise answer from all the volunteers that are helping us. Here we have the instructions in German and in English. Remember that you can access all the recordings in the YouTube channel of IMAS UNAM, where if you have any doubts about the conferences, or you would like to watch them again, it's already available. And please stay tuned for everything, and thank you so much. This would be the last activity, and remember you have up until September 1st to upload all your activities. And if there are no doubts, okay, this would be everything. Thank you so much.